Hello, my name is Steve Bigelow with the Candlestick Forum. Happy New Year, everybody. However, when we came out of the chute this year, there wasn't a whole lot of conviction going into the new year of what the market trend was going to do or which sectors were going to act the strongest. This is where simple scanning techniques of candlestick analysis allows you to identify the best trades no matter what the market conditions are. As we can see, the Dow is going absolutely sideways. So what is the logical trading strategy if the market is doing this? Well, there's 9,500 trading entities out there, and in a matter of a very few minutes, like less than 10 to 15 minutes each evening, even if you're not experienced at identifying signals and patterns just yet, you're going to be able to find the best trade setups. And you'll know which sectors to go to. For example, the NASDAQ isn't a sideways trading. It looks like it's heading into a bearish J-hook. So what sectors would you likely want to be shorting? Things that are related to the NASDAQ, obviously. So what we can identify with simple scans is the breakouts. We've been in data here for the last couple of days, making some very good profits. Why? Because we could see the pattern setting up, the little J-hook scoop pattern that broke out through this level. Now, this breakout reveals some very important information. The charts are telling you where the money is flowing to, coming out of a pattern. And if you start seeing numerous stocks breaking out, like Bidu, with a fry pan bottom gap up through a resistance level that everybody is watching, the 50-day moving average, that gives you additional information. It's the China stocks that are being bought right now. So this is not rocket science. If we can see patterns setting up and we can see that they're gapping up, that means investor sentiment is coming into these sectors or these stocks with great enthusiasm. So you don't have to be a rocket scientist to see that when you start gapping up, doing a J-hook pattern, breaking out through this level, the probabilities are pretty strong that now this is going into the next wave, giving you better probabilities that you're going to be in the correct trades at the correct time. Now remember, the qualifying word is probabilities. Not every trade works. But because the Japanese rice traders have spent hundreds of years identifying which patterns work a high percentage of the time, we know when to be buying and when to be back out of a trade that's not working. So candlestick logic is merely identifying the pattern and where you would likely see a breakout, which is usually going to be right where the pattern starts as this fry pan bottom and at a level that everybody else is watching. We as candlestick investors are watching to see what this pattern is doing. Everybody else that's not a candlestick investor are watching to see what's happening at a major resistance level like the 200-day moving average. We are already prepared to be buying aggressively on any signs of strength here, knowing that everybody else now comfortable that they're going to stay above the 200-day moving average will be buying. And this is the exact results we expect coming out of a fry pan bottom. And it works both ways. If we know that the NASDAQ stocks or stocks related to the NASDAQ are selling off, this is what we call observe the obvious. What was everybody doing here at the 50-day moving average? Well, there's your bearish engulfing signal. There's your weakness that broke this level. Now they're breaking out to the downside, probably wave 1, wave 2, going into wave 3. Anytime we can see candlestick signals, stochastics rolling over, and they're gapping it down, not only gapping it down, but gapping it down through the T-line, which is one of your most prolific trend indicators, that tells you the probabilities are pretty strong. You're now in a wave 3 to the downside. These are the type of setups that we can identify with very easy visual scanning. Got kind of your dumpling top, and then notice what they did with this one today. They gapped it down below the previous day's open, giving you a kicker signal, gapped it down through the resistance. What can be anticipated if you started shorting this one today? Wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. So identifying breakouts, whether it's bullish or bearish, becomes relatively easy because of the most simple investment factor in the world, and that's human nature. We're going to be doing a training session tonight. Here's the link. I'll have the link in the text area also. But we do a free session for everybody on Thursday nights, showing different elements of investor sentiment or candlestick investor sentiment. So join us. It's free. It's a good place to ask questions, and it's a good place to get some good ideas that have high probability trade setups. So with that, we'll see everybody in the chat rooms. We'll see you then.